It's Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Tremaine Edmonds. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack. It's the Bears and the Cards on Sunday Night Primetime.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 86 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Cardinals hit 10-2 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Williams on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Herbert.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Now it's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
21.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion for him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On second down, it's Benson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Williams throwing on first down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll look to throw again as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. Amon-Ra St. Brown, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. C.J. Stroud, terrific in the victory as his guys get to 10 wins and run their mark to 10-3. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On first down, Vincent. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Unlock line. Smash. Roll.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the stick. Check, check. Ready, right?
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard.
Looking to throw. Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
No, bring it. Hey, Bronco switch.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to have the Bears first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw again.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Williams.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Williams on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he will be taken down here, but another big gain on the ground to start the drive. This one good for 16, and yet again a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vincent. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a give right side. Benson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.